Hey, welcome everybody to Battle Pirates Crib. Um, Tonight we're going to decide where Aaron Rodgers goes. Everybody, probably wants him to go to their team unless you're Ligo. But no, in reality, we're going to talk about pillage and builds and whatnot and whatever else you would want to talk about. The link's on the right-hand side. So let's say hello to everybody. Magic Mike.
Hello to everybody.
Derpy.
So if I take you out on a date and I give you a $15 coupon off a $400 meal, is that kind of cheap or what?
Okay, you're taking me out on a date and you buy a $400 meal that I'm paying for, and then you give me a $15 coupon.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that we would ever go out on a date, but
well, there sure wouldn't be a second one if I only did $15, would there?
On 400?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, it just depends. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
asking where Cam got a $15 voucher from.
This will make more sense in a minute.
Well, we're just going to talk about dessert, but we don't need to go there.
Yes. Yeah, there's too many topics that could be infringed on. KB, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad.
And if we were going to go on a date, how would this work out?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Your limousine would have to be a jet.
Yes. Alrighty, let's get moving with things. I'm not sure where Derpy was coming from with that, but let's move ahead with the slides.
Oh, I'm on the wrong. I'm pushing the button, wondering why it didn't. Okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see, Josh. I got the 156 damage down to from 1 hour, 12 minutes to 25 minutes. Okay. Josh, are you at X1? And the one from 1 hour and 22 to 43 minutes. Okay, that's okay.
X1 Ronin should be able to do the 156 in 11 minutes.
Yeah,
16 minutes.
I'm getting somewhere between 10 and 12 on the 156. Maybe we'll have somebody run through it. There's a couple of. I found one little thing that takes a minute off, but we did on Wednesday. We presented the basic strategy, but maybe we need to go through that again. Yeah, you can do. I think you can get. Okay. Wait. You said I got it down to. Wait, from 1 hour to 20. Yeah, 25 minutes is too much if you're at X1. There's a couple things you can do, and I think we're going to run through those. One thing you could do is, depends on how many of the, I bet 90% of it is driving, and then the remaining 10% is potentially that with the mechanics of that target, you want to have all X armors. It's only going to be 5 to 10% of your damage, but that might sneak you underneath the limit of instant repair in the base. But I think we're going to run through that. I don't know, Derpy, KB, Mike. I think we're all getting
I'm
much time with X1s. What?
I'm at least in the teens.
Yeah. And the crew to run on. Josh, are you getting any concussive damage whatsoever? That's an important question. If you're getting concussive damage, you're not driving it right, or your build is way off. So let us know. Bug fixes, added firing arc to, this is a good thing.
Thank God. This should have been on there from the start 2 or 3 years ago, and it's finally on here. This is a fantastic change. That's all I got.
Yeah. It was only added to the turrets. because it was everywhere else. But the most useful part of that is when you are buying the weapon. When you're like, okay, when they present it to you, in a price, in a raid store or pillage store or bounty or whatever, in a store, I'm like, okay, what rate, what arc does it has? Is it 25? Is it 180? Whatever. Yeah, it's good, and it's sometimes it's hidden in a forum post somewhere, but it's good that it's included in the stat block or in the flavor text, which is so hard to find at this point. We talked about this on Wednesday. If you try to put a tactical module, say on a warehouse or an outpost, and you looked at the selection menu, you would see a number that was multiplied by 5 relative to what the players see in the game. So this is another good, it's another. They've been coming out with good stuff the last 3 weeks, I think, is the way I see it. As far as
if they're not careful, I'll have to start spending money again.
Okay. Getting both of the damage type builds is only an only build. Okay, but there's something else wrong with your build. If you're taking either driving or there's something wrong with your. I think.
Did you forget the engine when you built the ship? Because you should take no concussive damage.
Yeah, it could be the Nighthawks, though. It could be the Nighthawks, and people, that's where I'm thinking it is. So, I stay away from them. But we'll get into that in a bit. Let's go to the next slide. All right, this is the old calendar, which on Wednesday we said it was missing something. Murderous Intent to show up May 23rd.
Could they just have given the prizes out for free? Because that TLC is my least favorite all time.
One more click.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we have Murderous Intent showing up. This is going to give you 5 upgrade tokens, 8 build tokens. So this is going to be useful for a lot of people that aren't at, trying to get to X1. So it's, I do not understand. There's something interesting with their communication pattern, because the Ravager, they keep on missing this, and it's sort of like, I don't know if they're watching the show, but as far as the Ravager, you need to get this sooner than later in a lot of ways, and it also interferes with players that are mostly PvE as far as how they play the game. So they've continued to update this and provide we need to come up with a good name for this as far as the main raid hall TLC. And of course we see we still have the Titanic Ascension.
I was just going to ask about that, is it? Because I looked that up, and there is no word that way. Obviously, you know that. But
yeah,
they either invented a new word or missed it again.
It could be a typo, one or the other. But where are the Grand Tetons?
I wasn't a geography major.
Okay, all right.
They're in the middle of the country somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
In Wyoming.
I would not, I would not take that to your, your cheat sheet to your geography test on that. But anything more on the calendar, everybody?
When do we start asking if we can have these 2 months ahead of a time, like the old CM used to do?
I knew we already asked that, right?
we could ask again.
Yeah, I already asked those questions, but well, things could change, and
They don't change.
yeah. It's just a matter of but things change even if it's with a month, which is not. I'm glad they're updating it as opposed to waiting for the week of and then letting us know, even though they knew the whole time around. So that's. I prefer this. I really prefer the fact that they're like, okay, this isn't what we meant. This is what we mean. Even though, we'll tell them on Discord, this is probably what you intended to mean. But like, oh, no. This is not the way you are wrong. I know more than you do. And they should know more than we do. But
they damn well better.
But they don't.
Yeah, there's some problems. So, okay. If nothing else on the calendar, let's move forward. All right. A couple clicks. I just wanted to explain again. On Wednesday, we explained, last Friday, I got some updates from talking from people at KixEye. They told me the turret, I don't know how much I need to go through this, but the turret radius was 5, but or they told me it was 6, and then they said it was 5. Makes no difference. It's basically you do not want to put an explosive system on your ships at this point, because it's the Ravager and the Bloodletter have a 15 and 18 splash and spread ratio. So you are hitting the primary target that you were aiming at, no matter where it lands within this. There were some fears that it was going to be a point, and then I threw out the thing, maybe it's 3. But yeah, just going through that update again. Anything else on this, or we should move on?
The one thing is that Combustion System 2 may still increase damage to surrounding nearby targets.
Yes,
but
yeah.
I'm not planning on using that on my ships.
Yeah.
I'm glad you just said that. Okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could do Molotov Maidens or something like that, because that provides a better spread ratio. It provides more spread than using something like Combustion 2. So you're better off. I forget even what the sacrificial lamb was on that.
Probably interception system. Or
chef splitter. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about using, at least on the ships I did not have any countermeasures on. So okay, let's move on. All right, Pillage.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. We don't. It's just a splash screen. I just keep the old splash screen from. They haven't put this out in a couple of years, but I just keep on resurrecting it because it's much better than the current one.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty, we've gotten to the targets. We have the skirmish target.
I can walk through a 156 if you'd like. I've been doing this the whole time we've been here.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Okay. And I've been doing it from 10 to 12 for the Ronin 156 targets, and then the Garrison one is the one I'm having more issues with. The best I got, I think, was like 47, and most of the time I'm in the mid to low 50s. So I'm gonna add Derpy to the screen, and your Ronins are all at
all X1, Steelhead's crew, yep. 2 of each armor. If I had a free shipyard, I'd refit to 4 of each armor. I'm going to start by ignoring the top.
Whoa. That would be highly illegal. You'll go for
explosive. Explosive. I forgot about my hidden hack upgrades.
Yeah. 4 of each armor is God, wow.
All right, so you would leave the concussive off then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because
so I use the oil field to accelerate and get over close to the proto ships, proto nemesis, and same thing right here. Get right close to them, and use your arcs, spin around a little bit if you need to, and then also keep the arcs in the direction of the other ships.
Because you want to get as close to head on as you can, right?
Yeah, you want to get in minimum range of these guys because their short range weapon does way less damage than their close range weapon. You want to get fairly close to them. You probably don't want to be directly on top of them, but you want to get fairly close to them as quickly as possible. Like this one, I'm going from 90 degrees, but because I'm on an oil slick, I get there really quickly.
Yeah. So I've been getting in the teens on that, and I think our builds are pretty close, but I admit I'm not an excellent driver, and I haven't been using the crew because
Hey, I didn't like that move right there.
Yeah. Oh,
I was a bit too far away. So this guy, I'm going to wait till he goes underwater. As soon as he goes underwater, I'll get closer, or I'll just stay at max range.
Oddly enough, I've been having no problem kiting those.
I've been having a few problems not paying attention too well.
Okay. It's sort of like the red rings or the orange rings.
Well, those I just can't see, so...
Yeah.
So this one, I'll get nearby. As soon as it comes back above water, I'll wait 2 seconds and then charge in. I'll be all the way under. Or, yeah, so it's up here. I'll start moving soon. I'll try to run perpendicular so that when it shoots something, I'm not too hurt. Just went under. I'll get real close. And dies easy. Don't even have to kite it.
Yep.
And then this one, I actually usually kill it first, but I'm trying something different to see if I get any lower damage. So I'll come over this one, accelerate into it. And you avoid all those big rockets from far away. And that was pretty good. One small mistake, but it doesn't... Yeah, I just have to go convince myself to do 20 of those total. 25 of them total.
Yeah.
Damage, 0% concussive, even taken / resisted, 0%. No concussive stuff hit me. Mm-hmm. Explosive, that's the only damage you should be taking, which is why you want all explosive armor.
Now, am I wrong? This is not the worst target we've had. I mean, this is in terms of time and effort.
It's pretty
not that bad.
It's not too bad for me. I
don't mind it at all.
Yeah,
I like it. I just sort of wish you could auto it a little more easily, but
I don't like the other target.
Yeah, the other target is where I hit it. I hit it very differently, but from a damage perspective, it's similar.
I never seem to hit that target the same way twice in a row, to be honest.
As long as anyone hitting the thing is doing the same strategies of keeping the ships in the countermeasure arcs and getting close to the nemesis, it'll do fine. Well,
yeah. You want to, even though it looks backwards, you want to hit towards the fat end of the nemesis. You want to be driving into the proto-nemesis at all times.
And you want it driving into you, rather. You don't want to be chasing it down.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so what's the best approach for this one? I must admit I have not driven it a whole lot.
This is the one actually I was talking about.
Well, the one
do I start going left or start going right?
I go right and then I go left. I personally bunch up and then I take out this that's the brimstone. I take out the brimstone and then I hide behind those mountains up above. And then I go around.
Okay, so I took out the brimstone. Now what?
And that go up into those
mountains. Yeah.
You'll get half the platform.
Sounds good to me. Molotov Maidens might even get a bit more of that.
I tried Molotov Maidens in this last.
Yeah. Did you take out the ship first? Well, okay.
Yeah, because you're protected there.
I'm not taking any damage. Okay, now what?
And then I go down.
Oh, I'm watching.
Back around to the left?
Yeah.
I love the ice fields, and I enjoy the target. I enjoy going real slowly through these things that I can't avoid it whatsoever. It's the highlight of fun.
Yeah. It was. I was highly discussed when I was talking to some people at Kickside as far as like, well, you put X1 behind a paywall, and then you did this. You may turn into the Great White North. Yeah, so then aim at the brimstone.
Yep.
Take out the ship.
And then keep going up.
No.
Move up. Yeah, move up. Well, go ahead, Mike.
No, I was going to say now's decision point because sometimes it changes for me.
Okay, I go up, take out the ship. Because you can take out that ship without getting in. You can stop short and take out those ships before you get in range.
Other than this guy. And then do I charge up for the next ship?
Yeah. Take out the next ships and then quickly transfer. I'm a little bit more delicate about the ice fields, but because you do have a path there to the left. And then now move to take out the other brimstone. Next I aim at the ship.
Mm-hmm. That's about
because it splashes out the other brimstone.
Exactly.
And
yeah, there you go.
And then go to that corner straight ahead. To the right and up.
Yeah, all the way into the.
Yeah, you're going to that corner.
Okay, they aren't protected from stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the idea behind it. And go into that corner, and you can splash out a lot of all the way into the corner. Go, keep them going.
There you go.
Yeah, the only problem is you can't get that one.
Okay. Now double back around. I aim for the middle one.
Yeah, that's what I tend to do as well.
Yeah. And then head over to the right and aim for the other. Right. Where are you going?
To the right. You meant my ship's left?
Well, okay. I don't know. Okay, you have a better path for this? You could. Because I've always thought about going down, back around, because
I think either way would be this.
Yeah, I guess you could use these mountains to block a volley.
Maybe. I tried that once.
Yeah, a hard left turn for your ships probably works best there.
You can do that. I mean, you can go in behind there into that.
Okay.
Corner, but I don't know if it saves much.
That wasn't that bad.
Hour 3.
I don't know about this.
Good.
56.
Okay, 56. Okay.
I mean, I've got a U3 flag, U2, U0, U0.
Oh,
so.
that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy with that, to be honest. Auto's a bit worse. Not a whole lot more damage actually, but I'm not disappointed with this target. I mean, it's a bit mean to go from half an hour up to an hour, but I can live with that.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little hefty, I think, but for pillage.
With my build,
Yeah, when the old target was first introduced, we were taking an hour there, and we got better and better and better, and now we're back to what it originally was. I might be the minority, but I'm not really upset by this.
No, in case something happens, we're getting a storm here, so if I have internet problems.
Yeah, I don't know. As far as the multi-meetings, are you talking about that central island? You can take out the thunderclaps with the splash. That would be advantageous because I've been using the same build, and I have take. Okay, I thought you were taking way more damage earlier, but okay.
Well, once you watched me drive it, you figured it out, right?
Yes. Okay. Wow. Now I realize there's also I transformed it from. But yeah, I found another typo, but I'm not going to talk about it. All right. Let's move on. Alrighty. I don't know if I should, you all should know after playing for like 11 years, first time I got a 7-2. So my Ruthless Ravager is built, upgraded to U1 and ranked, and I still have a 2-day and a 1-day token left. That was a good thing to get.
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
Yeah. But
and that wasn't sarcasm.
Yeah. And but everybody should get it, build it. I mean, the special abilities are the only real reason to get this ship. There's nothing above special abilities that's different from the regular Ravager, but the huge 4.5 to 5 times difference in the survival, and then combined with the plus 100% scattergun reload to all your ships that are within 40 range, the combat speed boost and the turn speed boost. It's all good, but yeah, it's all about the special abilities. You should build them like you build the rest of the ships.
Cool.
So
that's the way I like it.
Is there anything else we should be discussing?
Well, I sort of wanted to see where, just show where I'm at with my Ravager builds.
I was just going to say we didn't go into any real detail again on.
Go ahead.
Mostly built, but I would like to hear it again to make sure I don't make a mistake.
So, my flagship is currently up. It's currently building. It's got 22 hours left on that. And this is the build I've gone with for my flag. It's got 2 antis and has split weapons, 3 of each. I know some people don't like that. I don't care because I do. And
can you explain a little bit why you'd want to do that?
I went with split weapons. So if something turns out to have a pretty high amount of health, I can get 14,400 stacks of the limited on it and 14,400 stacks of the regular on it. So a maximum, I could be doing nearly twice as much damage as someone with just only one option. And if I underperform or they change how the stacks work, which I hope they don't do, my downside is only 5 or 10%. So I see a lot of upside and very little downside for this option for me. But I went with the supercharged multi-shot build. I think we're all pretty much going for with this on all my different stuff. So that's one ship, and I went with 3 corrosive armor after seeing TSM stuff. Yeah, the upgrades U1 through U3, nothing special here. No idea what X1 will give us. Zealot drones, I don't know. But that's one ship, and that will be done in a day, and I can probably upgrade it to U1. Will take 1 more day. I might be able to get it up to U2 by day 1. But then my second ship here is fully built at U3, and it's got that same build, but just 4 of each weapon instead of 3 in countermeasures. It does not matter to me right now what ship has countermeasures because nothing has any advantages over anything else. So I didn't care. There's no stat. Second ship here is missing armor, which will take me a day and a half to put on. which I will probably do with tokens from the raid in the first hour or so. This next ship, U2, but completely blank. And I don't have my 5th ship built at all. So, and then I also have in my tokens, I've got 5 days of Ravager upgrade tokens. So I'll get a ship to X1 in the first hour of the raid.
Well,
but I only have 3 ships for the first day, and only 4 by the end of the first raid.
I've gone with a different approach.
Interesting.
I've been buying the 1999 deals for a while, for like 2 or 3 raids, and so I went with a different sort of strategy as far as like, how do I maximize this?
You're trying to get all to U2?
No, I'm just getting all to U1. I'm all at U1. I have 10. When Pillage is over, I will have 10 days of upgrade tokens.
Where were the first 5 from? Or the first? Oh, you got the special anniversary gift. You got 4 of them. I did not.
Okay, and then the TLC, and then the other one. So I'll have 10. I mean, it's like 6 days, 17 hours for each one. So I can get one right away to X1, and then I can get another one to X1 with probably, I'm not sure how many targets, but not that many targets in order to get to X1 on its second ship. And then I'll probably give up on the whole X1 thing, and then I'll send my my Everest to my last U2 Everest to U3 afterwards. But I think with 2 X1 ships, depending on what X1 means, I have no idea what X1 means at this point. Yeah. But that's sort of my strategy. I've been keeping all those upgrade tokens, personally.
Yeah, you spend $20 a month, you have a bit of an advantage over someone who doesn't.
Well, $20 every other month.
Yeah.
Well, it's not an advantage over a player; it's an advantage over the game. But yeah,
I prefer that rather than trying to manage the time.
Yeah.
So. Now, if they start going crazy nuts and like increase it $10 or something, that's going to change how I look at it.
And the price, as far as we figured out, is dependent on your lowest out of your top 5.
Yes.
All right.
So if your flag is still at U0, it's going to cost you $25 instead. If they're all at U2, it would cost you $15 to get to U3.
Yeah. Okay. As a player, I went with the, getting them to U1, spending the extra $5. I mean, probably as, somebody running the show, I probably, I don't know what I should do, but yeah.
And is anyone else here going with split weapons or just me?
So far, I have not.
I might put some on at the end. I just don't. The math on this is tricky because your build up, if you go split weapons, your build up is way slower.
Slightly slower.
Slower. And it depends how you drive the target and how quickly they die. And that's the tricky part. It's like,
yeah, but the downside risk is very small for me. So
yeah. But sometimes that small time risk is the difference between instant repair on the dock and not, or instant repair on the water is, just a difference of seconds. And so I don't know.
That's where it makes a difference. If it's instant on the water versus having to go back to the dock. It makes a big difference. That might not have made sense.
No,
You got 5 or 10 minutes worth of play around time if you have to go back to the dock versus if you can do it on the water. So if you're within that 10-minute range, what's the difference? I guess does that make sense? You got 5 minutes to be under if you want to get on a dock or on the water. But if you have to go back to the dock, you can go all the way up to
it
20.
It doesn't matter if you have 6 minutes or 24.
Yeah.
Split evenly. It's all the same.
That's kind of what I'm trying to say. So if you can't do it on the water, then you want to minimize your in dock up to under a half an hour kind of thing.
Well, at the end of the day, you got 6 days to do the raid in any case.
Oh, sure.
So as long as somewhere around instant repair in dock, you're not doing too badly.
I mean, what are we even going to get in the raid? Has anyone?
Who knows?
I mean, we're going to get X1 upgrade for Ravagers and a third Abomination is what they told us in the CM diary.
Yeah.
So is that it? Because my raid will be done on day 1 in that case. We're not going to get a surprise tier 10 garrison, are we?
That would be
or incredibly overpriced invader plates. I don't know.
Or maybe a new Praetorian.
Or new Everest.
That's
for 20 million points, similar to what they've done with Pillage. I reckon that's ridiculous to be.
With Pillage,
selling,
they gave us a free 15,000 points. That didn't make it into the slides anywhere, did it? No, they gave us 15,000 free in Pillage.
They did.
They did.
It said 10. It said 10. You guys got 15?
I'm pretty sure it said 15.
I'm pretty sure 15.
Which was my joke. You need $400, $15 off. How much are you really going to like the person? They gave us 15,000 out of 400,000. Sure. I mean, I'll take it. It's points. They could have given nothing, but I don't really care either way with 15,000 points when I need 400,000.
When did they do that? I didn't see that. The only one I saw was the bounty thing from the.
There was a pop up and everything.
No, I missed it.
That's what we're talking about. The pop up.
Yeah, I missed it. I didn't see it.
No, I think you saw it.
I saw it for bounty.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about.
Well, I just asked.
No, I'm talking about Pillage.
They go for Pillage.
I didn't think we
got
for
bounty and for Pillage.
Okay.
Wait. Explain that again.
They gave us free Pillage points.
I don't
for
reckon.
what?
Yeah, for their 10-year anniversary.
For nothing.
Okay.
Oh, the anniversary thing.
Do I have to go
That splash?
No, it's all good.
That's all right. I just don't realize it.
Gift, 10-year anniversary, free Pillage gift.
Okay.
15,000 Pillage points.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I just forgot about it because that's not a lot of points.
I'm with you, Hefe. It didn't make
it just wasn't. Yeah, it didn't really.
Also, where's the strategy guide for next raid?
Coming soon.
Oh yeah, we don't get one. A strategy game is where we are told what the objective is and can make trade-offs about what to use. The current system, where you're not told about anything till the day of the raid, is not a strategy game. That's all I have.
What do you do with 4.5 million Pillage points?
Get leaderboard prizes.
Wow. I was just looking at the leaderboard and I said, holy crap.
Oh, he's in a different sector.
That's I was, pops up as global. And the same player, I think, is always on the top of the list.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a problem.
And that player is.
I wish I was that good.
He's not a quinner. Well, he might be a quinner to a certain extent. I've had him in my sector for It's been a couple of years since he just grinds. I watch him. He just boom, constantly out hitting stuff. I've had him in my sector before, and he's just like, 18 hours on.
Wow.
He might be your, he
Even
might.
I couldn't do that.
No, he split a fair bit to get to 4 million.
4.5. 10 times.
4.5 million. How many targets do you get per million? What's the points per target? 10 million? 10K?
I do not know him, but I've seen him. Like, he just goes out and grinds targets. I have no idea who he is. I have no idea. Go ahead.
He must have been grinding a hell of a lot in the first hour or two.
He may do a combination. I have no idea, but I've had him in my my sector, and I watch him, and he just grinds. I do not know this guy. I have no idea who he is. But
by my calculations, he's been playing 75 hours to hit targets in the last 48. So.
Okay, so he must be doing some combination of the two.
From my perspective, I don't have a problem with it. I just looked at that thing and said, "Holy crap! Look how many points."
Yeah, well, one of the guys in my sector, the second that character, has got 1.5 million. Now him, I'm reasonably sure he's pretty much just gone through the targets. I don't think he blitzes, and he's 1.5 million, so he's 3 million behind.
In our sector, the highest one is 720,000.
So I reckon at least 3 million of his 4.5 would probably be through blitzing.
It's okay. Everybody to each his own,
Yeah, well, I don't see what you need 4 million for.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Leaderboard prizes. You get like 10 days of a Ravager and Ruthless Ravager tokens and stuff.
Yeah, but how much does it cost you to get?
How much is being number one worth?
Yeah, it's 480 coins a day, I think, is what it's worth. In terms of $4.80 US, if you're talking money per day at non-discounted rates. So that's potentially a fair amount of blitzing.
Well, I mean, they subsidize my gameplay.
But I don't have
to spend money for Kixeye if someone else is doing that.
Like I say, it's fine. It was just an eye opener when I saw the points.
I don't even look at it because I assume those numbers are always just going to be insane.
Yeah, we have to make a point next time to look at the first hour. But I'm with you, KB. I know it's a typical scenario. And not that there's anything wrong with it.
Oh, no, each to his own. If he wants to spend that sort of money, he's quite welcome to it.
Yeah. Helps keep the game afloat.
That was a bad pun.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, if Hefe gets back in time, I can hit a base.
I didn't know he was gone.
I like the turn speed on the Ruthless Ravager. I don't want to be I like the turn speed on it. Is I guess what I'll just say.
22.
My first Ravager, I used them in an assault target. They turned like a barn.
Well, I'm trying to think of what questions. I've actually left one weapon slot open or countermeasure slot open and one armor slot open on each one of mine for till after the video.
Well, after day one of the raid, and we see if countermeasures still work like they should.
Yep, and I should have enough tokens to rectify the situation if need be. So hopefully that's a good strategy. What else is going on? Nothing really, is there?
I'm losing in a base hit. Forgot my rocket. I get through. No, I'm not getting through. Yeah, I need someone to coin my abominations out for me.
Coin them out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hefe was going to give me 1,000 gold to coin 2 abominations out.
Oh, for real? Cool. Did they fix it? Does it still work? Or does it work now?
Fix what?
The ability to purchase things. I'm sure they
got
yeah.
You can buy gold this week or something earlier. Okay. I didn't try it.
Nope.
Well, looks like we're here on the Ruthless Ravager for a minute or two until Hefe gets back. I'm sure it's quite entertaining for people watching.
Well,
this is a long walk.
This is going to be a stacked raid, right? So you're not going to have to do tanking and all that stuff. So
I hope so.
That would make me very happy.
Well, not when you're coming up against scatterguns.
Right. That makes me very happy. I don't like the tank.
If you try and run something out in front, you're just going to take a hell of a lot more damage, I would have thought.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
right?
unless especially if you want to try and stay moving.
And the key to this one is keep moving.
And going by the special abilities, yeah, you don't want to be stopped for too long.
Right. There we go.
Okay. Not much else to discuss at this point. I mean, we've gone through the Ravager builds a couple times.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
I mean, some people have the variations that we've seen are the limited versus the non-limited weapons. Whether you go 3 corrosive and 1 missile as far as armor is
that's what I need to know.
Yeah, and that the answer on that one is going to be it does not really matter at the end.
Well, yeah, if you're U3 or X1, yeah, it's not going to matter.
Okay.
Because you have so much of the other armor that it might make a difference of like a minute, but it's not going to make a huge difference at X1 as far as what your armors are, because your armors are going to be
so might as well go 2 and 2 then.
Well, you can do whatever you want, but what I'm saying is like that the difference of your armor is relative to the special abilities, as the auras, what's going to happen at X, at X1, U3, whatnot. All those additions, the armors are, they're whatever. They're not they're not game changers as far as what happens.
Okay.
What happens with the countermeasures? I mean, we've gone from 2 to 5 based on what we've seen already. If you want to be safe, go 5. If you want to be, a little cutting edge, go 2. I don't know. I'm probably going to go 3 or 4 personally. I don't know. Is there much else?
Yeah, I've already got 2. One of each of 2. So yeah. So I'll probably end up with 1 on each. Tend to overdo that.
What do you think, Derpy?
About what?
I don't know. I'm just tossing it out there to see if you have anything else you would like to discuss before I end the show.
Nope. I'm all good.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody, for showing up. We'll be back on Wednesday when we'll know about the raid. Who knows else, who knows what else we'll know about, but at that point we should have what the raid prizes are.
Should have a strategy guide.
No, they're not going to make one this time.
I
don't think they're going to do it. Too much work. It takes a whole 15 minutes.
Yeah. So, alrighty, folks. I'm going to post the link if you want to join the after show. But otherwise, good luck in Pillage, and and good luck in the raid. But we'll be back before the raid, and take care, everybody.
Good night.